This one's a classic.
So we're still in the tower, obviously, and we've spent a few episodes here. I think it's been fun, but I also think this might be the last episode that takes place strictly within the tower. So today I begin my grind to level 70, at which point I can leave the tower. I will have achieved my goal of getting 10 to 70 within EOS Tower exclusively, except for the 2 levels that I did outside of the tower because I wasn't going to waste my time. Especially after that 20-hour grind for Kumbi throwing stars that resulted in nothing. I'm kind of ready to move on. I don't want to spend that long farming for throwing stars that are super low tier like that when I could just go for Toby's.
Level 56!
I mean, that would be fun. Add some... Oh, man. I found a level 50 weapon, but it wasn't the one I've been looking for. Fuck. All right. Just real quick here, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few book bags because I'm noticing that my backpack's getting filled up and it's like only a few bucks to just go ahead and do this. I bought 6 of them. I didn't mean to buy 6 of them. I only meant to buy 5 of them. I wasn't counting. All right, 220 slots. Very good. I'll be completely honest, I never really thought I would come back to this character. But for some reason, I got the itch. Of course, this is right at the tail end of the anniversary event, so I missed out on a lot of stuff. Could have potentially gotten to Maple Skanda because I would have gotten to level 70 probably before the end of the event. Could have gotten out of the tower, claimed a Maple Skanda, would have been an awesome weapon, but that's okay. I'm actually not really that torn up about it. I could care less. I'd rather use regular gear because everyone uses Maple weapons. They're too good. So at this point, I don't really have anything else to say. There's nothing else I want to farm in the tower. I've spent so many hours here and the RNG has been a little off, I would say. I haven't really gotten most of the stuff I was looking for, and I'm ready to move on to the next chapter of Blank's progression, which in my mind is the rest of Ludibrium and maybe all of Ludus Lake. I actually don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
I just reached level 66, but I forgot to record it. Whoopsie.
Well, we finally did it. Blank has officially reached level 70, which means I have done levels 12 to 70 entirely within the tower. I have a lot of thoughts on my time in the tower, but we can talk about that later. For now, let's go get our reward, my reward for all of this insane fucking grinding that I've done, and finally become a hermit. This officially means that Blank has earned his freedom from the tower. Why is this not a teleport? And is now allowed to roam the greater Ludus Lake area. For now, we'll restrict it just to Ludibrium. There are a lot of places we can explore. We have Omega Sector, Korean Folktown, Ellen Forest, if it's actually in Artale. I'm not sure if it is or not. As well as all of Ludibrium. So there's plenty for us to do now, and we'll finally have some new skills, something kind of interesting to do. I think the idea of the EOS Tower series and being restricted to just leveling within it is a fun idea conceptually, but in practice, it just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks. And maybe it's just because the 100 hours I spent there was so unproductive outside of simply leveling up. But man, I was not happy. I'm not happy with what I actually achieved. And now Blank can become a hermit. I can get my reward. We can maybe get better gear than some of the most basic baby's first character. I'm using a claw that's less than half my level. That's ridiculous, dude. That's fucking ridiculous. Last time we were in Orbis Tower, we were a lot weaker. But now Blank has earned his freedom, and we can go to the larger Ludus Lake area, which will be fun. That means a lot of quests, a lot of random little equips, some upgrades, and potential like end game stuff. Though when I say end game, I'm talking about like pre-4th job end game, which is very different than the actual Artale end game. I still have plans for Blank. I still have a lot of stuff I want to do, and I'm definitely going to keep playing this character. I was very torn for a long time after my 60 plus hours of progression where I didn't achieve anything I wanted to achieve, and I was kind of just leveling up very slowly in the tower. But now that I've pushed through the grind from 60 to 70, I'm feeling a lot better about future stuff, because now I can go to the rest of Ludus Lake. I did level 12 to 70 in the tower, and I feel pretty good about that. I think that's an achievement in and of itself. Anyway, we're almost here at Elnath. I think this is where you go to begin the 3rd job quest. It's actually been so long since I did it, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I don't need to be going here at all yet. You know, it's really funny. Most of the time that I'm here, it's because I'm playing South Parry. And I'm farming mesos or something, or like looking for an explosion weapon. Never really train at Snowy Hill in regular Maple Story, huh? Okay, Eric. I want to advance to the 3rd job as a Rouge. Not a rogue, a Rouge. What brings you to me? You want to become a stronger Rouge through your 3rd job advancement, do you? Well, I think one of the first things I should do is probably get better potions, because these only restore 500 HP. I'm also nearing about 2,000 mesos. 2,000 mesos? 2,000 HP. So 1,000 of these is 1.1 mil. I'm so familiar with Unagi. Back in the day, I used to have to buy Unagi at a very low level because I always played warriors, and this was before New Leaf City's very powerful potions were available. So I was spamming Unagi by the mid-30s at the latest. Now we gotta go back to Kerning City.
Blank is patiently waiting on the ship to Victoria Island.
We're here at Kerning City. Talk to the Dark Lord. I've never actually read that dialogue before. This is probably the first time in my life that I've ever bothered to read that dialogue. So that's part of why I'm doing it. I'm kind of curious what it says. Okay, Monkey Swamp. Is it all the way in Monkey Swamp 2? This is a nice obscure map. Oh, that's right. That's right. These maps are weird. The portal is actually the house. Yeah, I forgot about that. So here we are, Monkey Swamp 2, or as Artail calls it, Monkey Swamp IL. Monkey Swamp IL. Like the magician. Okay, it's a strange looking cracked dimension that seems to lead to another world. Would you like to approach it? Yes, please. All right, not too bad. A little dangerous because he hits so hard, dude. Like, you just barely have enough HP to survive that. All right, back at Dark Lord. Incredible, you've defeated my clone and brought back the Black Charm. Great, with this, your strength has sufficiently been proven. As far as power goes, you seem more than ready for the third job advancement. Okay, finally back. It seems you've successfully completed the task given by Dark Lord. I knew you could do it. However, don't forget that the second test still awaits you. Bring that necklace to me, and I will recognize you and make you an even stronger archer. So, nobody proofread this. I might be the first person in the history of the game to read this text. So, before we go do that, actually, I need to go refine these dark crystal ores. I only got 2 of them, so I only got 2 chances. Now, way back in the day, there used to be a restriction that I believe only Alcaster could refine dark crystals. But that was eventually changed, and you had to do like a whole quest line, and it was a huge pain in the ass. But now you can just, you know, do this. All right, let's not get this wrong. Travel Ice Valley 2, one of my favorite maps in the game, and one I've spent a lot of time at on my Dragon Knight. Very fond memories. Head into the dungeon of Elnath. Interestingly, this dungeon used to have a timer that has kind of, that element of Deep Elnath has sort of been lost to time. But if you watch old videos of people training in the Elnath dungeon, which is the region we just entered, you will find that there was indeed a timer, and you were limited on how long you could stay here. I don't understand what the lore reason behind it was, but I always thought it was interesting how that kind of disappeared. I always thought that was kind of fascinating. Let's do the test. If you wish to be tested for wisdom, offer a dark crystal. Are you ready to answer the questions after offering the dark crystal? Good. From now on, I will test your wisdom. If you answer all the questions correctly, you will pass the test. However, if you tell a single lie along the way, you must start the challenge over from the beginning. Then, let's begin. Which of the following items dropped by monsters is incorrect? Well, Sturge Wings, I don't think those exist. No, Wraiths, hold on, Sturge Wings are real. Wow, I can't fucking talk. Sturge Wings are real. Wraiths don't drop tablecloths, they drop like something else. It is the truth. I will wait for your next answer. Which of the following monsters cannot be found in Maple Island Firebore? Cannot be found in Maple Island Firebore. It is the truth. I will wait for your next answer. Which monster does not have wings? Ribbon Pig. Ribbon Pig definitely doesn't have wings. It is the truth. I will wait for your next answer. Which of the following is not an undead monster? Junior Boogie 2. Zombie Mushroom is undead. Master Kronos is undead. Junior Boogie is undead. And Soul Teddy is undead. This one I don't know. I'm going to go with my gut and say Junior Boogie 2. Yeah, okay, that's weird. Junior Boogie 2 is not undead. What the hell is Junior Boogie 2, dude? I don't know what they're referring to, honestly. There are some monsters that have multiple entries, like fairies and Junior Boogies, but I don't understand that one, if I'm being completely honest. What is the name of the map where the Dark Lord is located in Kerning City? I don't know this one. I'm going to say Thieves' Hideout. Oh, I was right. It is the truth. I will wait for your next answer. I acknowledge that there are no lies in your answer. This proves your wisdom as well. Take this necklace and go back. You know what I really need to do is buy return scrolls. Now that I'm going to be traveling around more than just the tower, I need to buy nearest town return scrolls. So I'm finding myself having to walk back everywhere I go. And it's very annoying. No, I could just die. Okay, cool. Oh, it seems you successfully found the sanctuary and wisely answered its question. I never imagined you would pass the second test. Truly impressive. Great! From now on, you will be known as Hermit. We did it. Blank is a hermit. And it feels pretty nice. Let's check out our new skills. So it looks like I can actually, you're supposed to get 3 SP. No. You get 5 ability points. You're supposed to get 5 ability points for getting third job. That's what it is. You don't get those in Artale, I guess. Lots of cool skills I could get. I'm going to go ahead and start maxing Shadow Partner because it's just such a huge increase in damage. Getting flash jumps just going to have to wait. Straight up, it's just going to have to wait. Ooh, that's cool. There's something else I'm going to go ahead and do now while I'm thinking of it. Head to the cash shop. I'm going to go ahead and buy the pet auto skill. Okay, pet auto skill. Purchased that. And this is definitely a case where I'm just going to go ahead and just straight up use the money. Also, something interesting about Shadow Partner that I've talked about before in I really need to stop recording and go sleep before I keep playing. I'm just stuttering over all my words. In the Night Lord retrospective video, I mentioned this, but Shadow Partner in its original form has a lot of end lag. If you look at me using it here, I can walk pretty quickly after using the skill, but in Vanilla Maple Story, it was kind of like more like this. Was kind of more the timing of when you were able to start moving again. And because of that, people would use Shadow Partner on ropes specifically because if you used it on a rope, it didn't have that end lag. So, you know, Shadow Partner's cool. Oh, that's so cool. We could throw 4 of our little Subi throwing stars. Such a cool thing to be level 70 and only have Subis. But there is still one more thing that we need to do before we go back to Ludus Lake. We need to do Alcaster's quest to unlock the ability to buy summoning rocks. Summoning rocks are pretty much mandatory. They're so rare as a drop that I can't really farm them anywhere. I mean, I wish I could tell you that I can just go find a monster to farm a whole bunch of summoning rocks off of, and it would be great. Like, you know, maybe clocks, right? Like clocks drop them. But the truth is they're very rare. I've gotten 23 in 100 hours of game time, and it just makes more sense to allow Blank to buy them from Alcaster, from the source. So that's what we're going to do. I now need to complete this whole quest line. I genuinely don't know what it entails, but I'm very sleepy. I need to go to bed, and then tomorrow I'll come back. We can do this quest. I'll spend pretty much all of my mesos on summoning rocks, and we can start making some forward progress towards other goals, because there's a lot more that I could do now, and I'm very excited to have all of Ludus Lake at my disposal. I have awoken from my slumber. I feel like I've made that joke before in a video, in a Maple Story video. Okay, hi. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I got Shadow Partner. That scared me. This is a war book, and its location has been unknown except to the millions of people who have found it to complete this quest. It will be impossible for you to locate the book without any information on its whereabouts. That's generally a statement I would mostly agree with. Looks like we're going to Orbis, though. Look how many. Each one of these segments is a step in this quest line. I'm not joking. I so bad wish I was. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here for a couple hours. Where the hell is Hella? I have a couple ideas as to who Hella is. I'm pretty sure Hella is the one in Cloud Park. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it has been at least 10 years since I've done this quest line. Minimum, bare minimum, 10 years. Nope, this is Spiruna. Spiruna is involved with the Book of the Ancient quest line, I'm like 99% sure, but not now, here now. Okay, I reached Elma. This is not, what? This is a different person. A good friend of hers lives in Elnath. His name is Jade, and he's been friends with Hella since childhood, so he may have a clue as to where she might have went. So now we're looking for Hella, who's gone missing. Ah, this is a bot. Kurumjela Hadti? Yeah, that's a fucking bot. Anyway, I'm worried about this friend of mine in Orbis who disappeared. I wonder what happened to her. So now this quest has become about Hella missing. Hella left home soon after losing her mother a few months ago. It'll be hard to find her. I think you should give up on the search too. That sounds like something a friend would say. Now we gotta go back to Elma, the gatekeeper. Miss Hella's late mother's keepsake. We're looking for an old lady. I wonder who that could be. Okay, we're back at Cloud Park 4. Let's talk to Spiruna. Who else could it be, right? If I go to Spiruna and it's not her again, I'm gonna fucking uninstall the game. God damn it. An old lady. Yes, Spiruna. We knew that. We didn't need you to tell me to talk to her. I could have just gone to her. Okay, we're 4 out of 100 segments into the quest. Finally, time to talk to Spiruna. Looking for the old lady. I'm working on an important spell, so don't bother me. And leave this house immediately. I kind of think this quest is not in the dungeon. I think it's further earlier. Yeah, that's it. Rock covered in snow. Amidst the pile of snow-covered rocks, I see a something shining. Give it to me. Okay, back to Spiruna. We did this. Black Crystal is cracked, and she thinks we did it. So now we gotta talk to her assistant. Okay, we need fairy dust. So we gotta go talk to Creel the fairy. That is, of course, obviously, to fix the cracked crystal. I don't know where Creel is. Is she here? Yeah. I need fairy dust. Oh man, I actually have to gather stuff. 100 Star Pixie star pieces, 50 Lunar Pixie moon pieces, and 30 Luster Pixie sun pieces. That'll actually not be too hard. I'm fairly strong, but yeah, I'm gonna have to kill things outside of the tower like legitimately and not just passively by accident. Time to use my very, very weak shadow partner for this as well. Just because I can. Oh, that did 200 damage with a crit? What the fuck? Am I the strongest hermit? Feels so good to throw 4 throwing stars instead of just 2. Nightlord is just so fucking fun. I'm gonna run out of summoning rocks very quickly here. I think I have like 8 left. Oh my god. Finally done. There's nothing quite like the level 70 hermit who has level 1 shadow partner. Barely hitting 4-digit damage. That's a fun place to be. Riel, I got your stuff. All right, there's the fairy dust. Awesome. Now I think we need to bring it back to Spiruna. She thought we cracked it. Obviously we didn't, but she's stupid and doesn't know that. Oh, Hella is her assistant. Genuinely did not know that off the top of my head. This book is so important that the descendant of the author is a famous person. What did I get though? Scroll for cape for weapon defense 60%. Dude, I don't even have a cape. A few days ago, while checking out the landscape around town, I found a small tomb deep in the valley of Snowfield. Maybe that tomb has something to do with it. Let's go check it out. Also, I got shoe dex 60%, avoidability and accuracy. Like the two worthless stats for a hermit. But we got him, it worked. So where are we going now is the question. I don't actually know. We are about halfway through the quest line. I'm kind of enjoying doing this quest with no guide. We'll take the ring off of the corpse. Great idea, by the way, to do that. This is the old ring. You should look for Skater the Hunter. Okay. Why did we bring it to Alcaster? Just so he could tell us, I don't know what that is. I think that's the purpose of this quest. Back in the day, a lot of MMOs would do stuff like this, where important stuff was locked behind really annoying, tedious quest lines that kind of just had you going back and forth, doing the same thing over and over again. And this is one of the many legendary ones. Looks like I'll be taking care of this ring for a while. So he just took the ring from us and now we have to... Okay, he just takes the ring from us and now we have to get it. We have to earn it back. So yeah, what I was saying a minute ago about these quests just being annoying for the sake of kind of wasting your time. Hey, that's what this game used to be. At least in a game like World of Warcraft, when you attuned to raids, it felt weighty, you know, it felt like there was purpose behind it. And I guess that's kind of the idea, is this is a very important unlock for certain classes, primarily hermits. So I guess I kind of get why things were designed like this, but you wouldn't see the games designed like this nowadays. You just really, truly wouldn't. And that's the charm of Old Maple Story. See, this is where my low damage is really gonna show. It's taking me like 3 or 4 hits to kill these level 55 monsters with Shadow Partner. There is a low chance of me getting throwing stars here though. I think Hector's drop Kumbi throwing stars. That sure as hell would be a nice little upgrade. Wink, wink. Well, I'm out of summoning rocks and I'm about halfway through this step of the quest. So we're just back to double throw. It's not like Shadow Partner was doing all that much damage right now or anything, but it does suck to have to go back to just using Lucky 7. It's okay, we're almost done with this quest line. And then I can have all the summoning rocks I want. Oh my god, finally. That one took a while. I'm so weak. This is actually worse than block golems because it takes me so long to kill them compared to block golems, and they don't give enough XP in return. Okay, wolf skin, we did it. We got 30 elixirs, cool. Take the ring and find the 4 wise men in Victoria Island. Oh my god, dude. How far are we? Okay, so like not really, basically almost 2/3 of the way through. Versus Perion, I'm gonna go ahead and assume they're talking about dances with Balrog. Yeah, I thought so. You're looking for the Book of the Ancient. I don't know where it is. I do have something that may give you a clue. Give me 2 power crystals and I'll help you find the Book of Ancient. Wow. This could be a big problem if they all ask for their respective crystals, because I only have enough for power and luck. And I also don't think you can refine these here. So I have to go back. Maybe Sleepywood you can refine them. Maybe Sleepywood. There might be a quest line you have to do to access refine raw gems. No, doesn't look like it. So my options now are to go back to Elnath and refine this, or don't do the quest. Yeah, basically. Vogan, refine my crystals. 2 power crystals, please. While I'm here, I might as well refine my other crystals. I was only able to get 2 luck, 2 power. If I need others, I'm gonna have to go farm for them. I got rid of my dex crystal. I thought I wouldn't need it for anything. Big mistake. Okay, did it. Now we need to go to Alinea, and I just have a feeling that it's going to be asked of me to find wisdom crystal ores, which means another long grind because I have to go get them. Grindel, what do you need from me, bud? Is it, yep. Okay, well, I have to go farm wisdom crystal ores. Let's figure out a monster in Ludibrium who drops those. So, good news is there is an easy monster. The toy soldiers, Trojan horses, those guys drop them. So let's head back to Ludibrium and get this poppin'. I did a little bit more looking around. I actually changed my mind. I'm gonna go to Master and regular Robos because they also, both of them drop a Slain. One drops the Steel Slain, one drops the Sapphire Slain. I'm gonna train there just to give myself a little bit of hope of maybe getting a weapon upgrade, because that would be a big weapon upgrade too, even if I 100% it. And they both drop wisdom crystal ores, so it's gonna be a little harder to kill, but you know, I need to motivate myself to do this grind some way, somehow. I'm not excited about having to do it. Ooh! Ooh! An actual thing! 3 decks. Well, it's an overall. It doesn't beat the decks that I have currently on my equips, but if I get overall deck scrolls, I can scroll that. That's the first thing I've gotten in a very long time.
Yes!
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so relieved right now. Jesus Christ. This is the first upgrade I've gotten on this character in months. It's not a big upgrade, but it is an upgrade. I don't know if there's an attack speed difference. Is there? I don't think so. I think all claws. Oh, and a green china. 5 luck? That's really good. Does that doesn't preclude me from equipping the claw either. I still have 95 dex. Wow, dude. Yeah. I have needed that dopamine hit on this character for so long. It's just been mind-numbing grinding in the tower with no drops. And then I finally get access to Shadow Partner, but I have to do this grind to get the ores because I don't have quite enough. But I did it. I got my claw. And I'm debating now whether I want to just straight up 100% it, because it is only level 50. It might be worth just getting that 35 attack claw and calling it good for now. Or, well, I guess before I make a decision, let me see what drops level 60 and 70 claws. Let me take a look. Oh, I'm so relieved right now. While we're still in the process of completing Alcaster's Book of Ancient questline, it is worth going over the claws I have available to me in Ludus Lake. For now, we'll simply focus on Ludibrium-specific drops though. For level 60 claws specifically, our only options are the Gigantics. Since I missed the anniversary event, Scandas are simply not an option for me. Between these 4 claws, only 3 of them are available from these monsters. Clocks drop 10% earring dex scrolls as well, which is a potential future grind, but not something I'm likely to do anytime soon. Soul Teddies have glove attack 60% in their drop pool, but we'll have to see how easy they are to farm. They have 7600 HP after all. Finally, the Dark Gigantic drops from Timer, a Ludibrium-specific area boss. This guy has a lot of useful scrolls on his drop table, so this is the most likely source of my next claw. Having learned this, I ultimately decided to 100% scroll the Slain. I would greatly benefit from the short-term damage gain without hurting myself too much in the long run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is our 35 attack Sapphire Slain. I don't really want to expand beyond the confines of Ludibrium quite yet, but I am very seriously considering allowing Korean Folktown and Omega Sector just for the sake of more content. We'll see how I feel about that moving forward. My God, you guys, the relief I feel right now having gotten my first upgrade. You know, we are still using Subis. Yes, we're still using Subi throwing stars, but it's a process, right? Master Robos, I mean, I'm not saying that they're the best monster in the game, but they're the best monster you can kill in the game in MapleStory is Pract. So it's very lucky that I also got my Claw as my first equip drop, besides the overall I got from regular Robos. I'm glad I stuck with these guys. And that's the end of our time in the tower. I wish it was more exciting. I wish there had been more development. I wish we had actually found the things we were looking for. It seems our luck with claws is pretty good since we now have our new Sapphire Slain, which I'm very happy about. But I find myself personally a little bit disappointed with the Eos Tower section of this journey. Having said that, Blank is still working towards fully unlocking Shadow Partner, despite being a full-fledged hermit already. We don't get the luxury of unlocking Shadow Partner immediately, unfortunately. There's plenty more adventuring for him to do in the future, and I've finally found the drive to keep experiencing this story. I'm looking forward to seeing what else Ludibrium holds for us. For now, though, we need to get back to this Wisdom Crystal grind. Trust me, we will get access to Shadow Partner. They won't get away with just a short teaser.